That's weird to like look on Twitter and like go into someone's DMs and be like, I like your art. You want to collab sometime? You know? What is up, everybody, and welcome. I am your host, Ducky. And today, on the first episode of the podcast, The Collected Cast, we have Shiro, my right-hand man. What's up, Shiro? Introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, so... yeah. How's it going? How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good. How's it going with you?
It's going good. It's going good. I'm excited for the very first episode of The Collected Cast. If you guys don't know, I've been looking forward to starring a podcast, and we're here today. So first on the agenda, I'm gonna be straight out with it. How did we start VTubing? That's the first question a lot of people ask. How did we start VTubing? I'm gonna be honest. I'm introverted as heck. For me personally, I'm a very big introvert. Don't like showing my face. You know, I like my privacy. And I just decided, hey,
Yeah,
VTubing is fun. It's what I watch a lot on YouTube. A bunch of VTubers, Iron Mouse, you know, yada yada. And I'm like, you know what? Shoot, let me give it a try. So here we are, Ducky, VTubing in the flesh. How did it really start for you though?
I think it all started for the fact that I have agoraphobia, so I don't like people seeing me in real life or online and stuff. So I think it's one of those to hide behind a character and be myself. I still do hide my voice for the fact that I don't like my voice, I guess you would say, and many other things I won't get into, but it's one of those things that just gives me the privacy and the anonymity that lets me be myself.
That's fair. That's fair. People love their privacy, you know? It's I feel like that's what most VTubers like commonly why they start, you know? They love their privacy, but they also, you know, want to get out there, be goofy, have a fun time, you know? So next up, next question I have is our most scuffed moments in streaming. So, yeah. So for me personally, whenever I stream, my biggest scuff moments is audio. I can't ever seem to get audio right. I either come, it's always been a hectic learning it because my father actually started helping me out with the whole streaming thing because he wanted to stream, and I decided, shoot, I'll start streaming at that time since my old man is doing it. But basically, like, I start out with this giant mixer, and my dad went through like 6 or 7 steps with this mixer. Like, it had like 7 knobs, like not even 7 knobs, like 17 knobs at the most. And he's like, don't touch these 10 knobs. These 3 knobs are all you need. And I would never get the knobs right. I'd get the knobs confused because they weren't
like
labeled. So I would either come in too loud, the background would be too soft, or like the Discord would be blaring, but you couldn't hear me. I remember there's one video actually on my channel. It's the Into the Ball Pit. And if you haven't seen it, it's on the channel.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. I think that's like around one of the first times like you watched me stream besides Subnautica. But for the first 20 minutes of the game, no one let me know this, by the way, I was completely, like, my audio was completely cut off. I wasn't talking for the first 20 minutes of that video. You know how embarrassing that is?
Pretty funny
for people to come in and be like, hey bro, your audio, like, you're talking but you're not talking. So audio has always been like the most scuffed part of me. What's been scuffed for you, Shiro? What's been scuffiest?
I would think it's also my audio for the fact that when I first started VTubing, I would use a TTS, like a speech to text system. And so it wouldn't let me talk to people until like a minute after. And it was so hard to communicate with people that I didn't want to collab with anyone because I was so scared that nobody would want to talk to me or anything like that. And now, as you can see, I'm using a voice changer. But even now, it has audio issues when it goes really loud. It has high screeches, which hurts people's ears, I assume. But I'm trying to get better at my audio and stuff. To hopefully get something that people like one day.
Right, yeah. I remember when we first like collabed or whatever, it's completely changed. It's gotten a lot better, honestly. But when we first started collabing, I remember that like I would talk, 2 minutes would go by, and then your text would come in, and half the time it would be a cluster of words that you didn't
Yeah.
even mean to say. It was the funniest thing. But I got through it, you know. I understood like essentially what you were saying and what you're going for. So yeah, that's the reason why we got into VTubing. That's the scuff of it. But I want to get on to the big question, like who like, because you know like most VTubers, they have like Oshis or whatever, people that like, yes, this is why I want to VTube. I love this person's content. Who essentially was that person for you, Shiro? Who really got you into the world of VTubing?
I actually have 3 people, surprisingly. One is Son Kenji. He's where I get all my like funniness from, like who I base my not I don't base my personality off him, but he shows that I can be myself, like how he was himself, again, just not give a fuck about what people say and stuff. So you might have to censor that.
You're good.
Another one would be Zentreya. Zentreya showed me that I could, make it in VTubing with a voice that's not mine, which is a relief for me, in my opinion, because again, I don't like my voice, so not having to use it is a big step up. And another person that I really look up to is Chibi because she's absolutely wild and funny, and it's just something I can like tap into because of someone like her.
That's fair. I actually recently started watching Kenji specifically because of you introducing me to him. That dude's funny as heck.
Yeah.
I love his reaction videos. His reaction videos are just like, it's just him
Oh, they're so
reacting,
good.
and it's hilarious. But I think like the biggest person who like inspired me to start VTubing is Iron Mouse, specifically because like her dynamic with Sea Dog. You know, I grew up watching like a bunch of Sea Dog videos. You know, because I eventually want to go to Japan myself. You know, and seeing him like just be himself in Japan and like not be afraid to collab with all these VTubers is just very inspiring. Very funny dude. Very chilled as well, you know. He seems like a down-to-earth person. But yeah, Sea Dog, Iron Mouse, those are like the 2 like people who I'm like, you know what? I'll give this streaming stuff a try. And here we are. I want to say it's about like 2 years for me now. I've been VTubing. If you guys don't know, I started out with like,
I think it's about a year for me.
I started out with like a like 3D model. What's that app called that people use for the 3D models? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Vroid?
Vroid, that's it. Yeah, I started out on Vroid, and I eventually,
I think a lot of people do.
Yeah, I eventually was like, 3D models aren't for me. I love the whole like 2D model aspect. I hope like my model you know, grows eventually to the point that I can like 3D the 2D animation, because like, holy crap,
that'd be so nice.
The amount of money that goes into VTubing is crazy. If you guys are doing VTubing,
people don't talk about that.
Yeah, if you're doing VTubing, you can do it at a budget. You know, you can start at $0, Vroid. You know, create your model. It's gonna take some time. It's going to take a learning curve, but there are a lot of videos on YouTube that'll help you learn to make your models and, you know, rig them. But they don't tell you how much money actually goes into models. And I can tell you what, it's very expensive. It's not a cheap hobby at all, or career if you want to go that route. But yeah, my first model, it's very basic, and I still love it, the work that they did on that model. But like, gosh dang, I think it was, I want to say I spent around 800 total between expressions, outfits, and the rigging all together. Yeah, because I think it was 400 for rigging. I'm just glad we met the artists that we did for our new models and our lovely rigging partner, Zoo. If you guys don't know Zoo, check him out. He's amazing at rigging. If you ever want your model rigged, I would, go to him. If you don't know who he is, he's up on that shelf back there.
Oh yeah.
He's our beautiful little boy. Sounds weird. But yeah, back on topic, like VTubing is not cheap. You have to get the model, then you have to get the art rigged, and rigging is timely. I think rigging takes longer than the actual art itself, if I'm going to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it can take up to like a month and a half just to like get everything perfectly rigged for you, And even then, you're still going to scuff it up because they have to give you the files, and they have to set up those files in whatever application you're using to, make your model move around and get all quirky. But yeah, you can start from zero. Like, I can't promise that like it's gonna be smooth sailing at first, because it wasn't for me. There was so much I had to like learn just to like hook up Vroid. But it was overall worth it for me in the end. I love VTubing. It's a great hobby. It's a great passion, and I wouldn't have met the people I've met without it. A little backstory to actually how me and Shiro met is, I believe we did. What was that game that we played? It was like Squid Games. What was it? It was
Crab Game.
That's it. It was Crab. Looking back at it, it was such a dumb game to collab on.
It really is.
But yeah, I met Shiro actually through like a VTubing Discord group, because like I was shy as heck, so like I just wanted to find friends that wanted to VTube as well. People say go on Twitter to find them, but Twitter's not safe. I'm gonna be honest.
So hard to do.
That's weird to like look on Twitter and like go into someone's DMs and be like, "I like your art. You want to collab sometime?" It was more natural for me to go into like VTuber groups on Discord and meet people. But I met Shiro. We didn't interact much that first collab, did we? We like talked once or twice.
No, we did not.
We did not really interact because it was like a group of like, I want to say 10 people. Just 10 of us, and in pure chaos of playing like crab games.
Yeah.
And then I remember about a week later is when we first like really interacted, was when I was streaming Subnautica. I was on like the Subnautica grind that week. I think I played roughly around... Oh yeah, you were. I was roughly around like 14 hours into that game. That's how like addicted I became to Subnautica. But he slides into my chat and goes, "Hey Viber Ducky, do you remember me?" And I'm like, remind me. He's like, "We did the collab together." I'm like, "Oh, Shiro, what's up, man? How's it going? Blah, blah, blah." And the dude goes, "I'm starting a VTuber group. Do you want to join it?" So, I didn't have many friends.
Yeah, I think I did pretty well.
You did great. Just me being an introvert, I'm like, okay, what's the catch? Is this a bot? Is he trying to kill me? Does he want my 4 last digits to my social security? Who knows? But yeah, I said, you know what? Forget it. Let's do it. Let's pop off, King. And that night, I joined a VC, and it was probably the most awkward interaction for the first like 30 to 40 minutes. I remember like...
and then we watched a movie.
Yeah, movies. That's really how we started bonding. We would start yapping about our favorite types of movies, and then we got into the horror / like thriller category, and we just started like yapping away. And I think that's where our friendship...
Watch the Zodiac.
Yeah, oh my gosh, the Zodiac was such a good movie. If you guys haven't watched Zodiac, I highly recommend it. It's amazing. But I think that's where our friendship really started like blossoming, and we've been hanging, chatting, building the collection ever since, our official group. I'm just happy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm happy to finally be doing the collected cast, man. It's a project.
Yeah, this has been quite a while.
Yeah, quite a while. It's been a project that I've just been really wanting to do. But yeah, we're here. We're ready. Next up is experiences so far in the VTubing community. What what VTubers need to start out. And like I said before, like you can start from zero, but what you absolutely need is a great mic in my
A PC.
a P well, yeah, you need a PC. I don't think VTubing's really gonna work on like an Xbox 360 or a Wii U, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a Samsung fridge.
That'd be crazy. Didn't somebody actually try to VTube through a Samsung fridge? Wasn't that a thing for a bit?
I have no idea.
I believe it was something along the lines of somebody putting a VTuber up on their Samsung fridge, but it was...
I'm on my Nokia right now.
No, you're not. Get out of here. On your Nokia. But yeah, I think what's really essential besides the PC is the mic, you know? Because despite the art and all that, their voice, I feel like, is really what draws someone in to listening and staying around. You know, because you can have the most beautiful artwork, and then you can have the worst voice known to man.
You sound like you're in a tin can.
Exactly. It sounds like you're in a cellar, and then they're like, "Are you okay? Oh, who's keeping you hostage to the stream here?" You know, you're just.
To be fair, I can't really talk all that, you know, stuff on it, but
that's fair. But even then, I know your mic brand. You have a really good mic brand. You just bought it too.
Yeah, I did.
Even then, like, I feel like the mic very much matters to being a VTuber. I feel like a good cutoff cost for a mic would be like, if you're beginning and you're not too sure about the whole VTubing community, I'd go with like a $50-$60 mic. Those are usually like great start off points. Usually for $50-$60, you can get a nice mic and a microphone stand all in one, like a package deal.
Yeah, because they come in bundles.
Yeah. Just get that off Amazon or wherever, you know, whatever like guitar stores closest to you. Because I found out, like, I play the bass in my free time. I haven't played recently, but like they have a guitar store near me, and they have like an abundance of mics in there, dude. Like really good brand mics that will last a long time.
I've never been to a guitar store.
They're really nice, you know. They're always on top of you, I'm gonna be honest. If you're looking at guitars or even just browsing, they'll be behind you, and they'll just be like, "Hey, dude, what you looking for?" It's like, I'm just browsing. Please let me look at these beautiful guitars. I'm not gonna buy right now. I won't touch them, I promise. But yeah, and if you really are serious about like going deeper into VTubing, $150 I feels like is the perfect price for a mic. If you want like
also,
that, go on.
There's different places you can get free stuff too when starting out for like overlays, like on Ko-fi and all that stuff, or like Etsy. You can get, you know, just free stuff in general. Like you don't even have to use a model that you made. Just prepaid models that you can use, or just free ones in general as well, until you can get your own.
That is true. I remember when I started VTubing, like I took as many like free things as I could offline, just to like. I could never get the overlay right.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, nothing wrong at all. You know, creators send stuff out like that, so you guys can use them. Like I see so many nice people are just like, just credit the work, but please use this like for VTubing and streaming and whatnot. But the thing is, like, there are resources out there, you know, cheap resources. Like you can even go on VGen, and I think like you can do like base models on there. What's the other one? There's a certain website that you can get.
PNG-tuber?
PNG-tubers, yes, but there's a certain website you can get base models for. What's the usual site that people use? Isn't it like Booth or something?
I think it's Etsy or Ko-fi. Oh yeah, Booth. Yeah, Booth works too.
Yeah, a lot. You can get like a base model, simple. The only thing is like you do have to credit the artist and all that behind it. But there's a good amount that you can like start off VTubing with if you want to spend the money, but you don't want to spend too much. Us personally, we were like, we want to be ourselves, you know. We want to be custom made. We want to look Gucci. And yeah, we went to FIFEN, and this dude did amazing work. Like,
I agree.
It's all thanks to Shiro, to be honest, because like that dude, no offense, but that dude's company either hits or sends out the most horrifying models I think I've ever seen as a VTuber.
It's because the people that buy those models are usually like, really, really cheap, which is okay to do. But you gotta explain to them what you want, or else it's not gonna come out how you want it to look.
Right.
I had to actually ask them personally to do all the like shading and stuff on here, because if not, they're just gonna make it like more what's the word? More non-shaded and
More
just like
basic.
something that yeah, just basic.
But yeah, so with like creating your own custom model, personally, don't, if you want something, make sure that it's known to the artist that that is what you want with your model. Don't be scared. Overall, so do not be scared to talk with your artists. They're there to work with you. They're there to get like the picture perfect model art that you want, you know? You paid for it.
And
Yeah.
make sure you make a list and pictures of stuff that you want on your model and be specific about those things. Like take a picture and write underneath, I want this as a shirt, but in this color, or this pattern on it, etc.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you have to be very like specific with like
References are good.
References are they love references. Whenever I talk to like an artist on the model, they're always like, "Thank you so much. I really needed these references." So don't be afraid to use them. But just make sure to talk to them, you know? Don't just like wait 6 months or 5 months or 4 months, however long it takes, you know? Don't wait till last minute to be like, "Thank you." Take it and then be like, "Oh man, I do not like how my model turns out." Oh, always make sure to like, if you have a problem with something, just talk to them. You know, like I was so like
Don't be scared.
I was so scared when I first started VTubing with my first model to like open my mouth on the designs and how I actually wanted them. And the model itself turned out great and I loved it, but it just didn't feel complete in a sense, to where now like I have my model here and it feels like me. It feels like the Viber Ducky is present here and ready to entertain. But overall, like, make sure you talk to your artists, you know, and your riggers, especially your riggers. Talk to your riggers. Please talk to them and make sure that they know, like, if you have a problem, like, if something, because what I see, especially like watching our buddy Zoo rig stuff, like Shiro's new model. By the way, if you guys are watching the video format of the podcast, our boy Shiro has a brand new model and he looks absolutely amazing. Like
beautiful.
This. He looks like a beautiful man. If you're on the podcast, you probably can't see it. The video will be out on the channel, but we are also up here on Spotify. If you just, want them car jams on or something to listen to on your drive, we are here. And yeah, very first episode. Back to what I was saying though. Yeah, rigging takes a long time and a lot can be messed up very easily. So make sure, like, when you get your model rigged, go into the application, check out all the toggles, make sure nothing is clipping, and let your rigger know overall. Be like, "Hey, this is amazing. Nothing's clipping through. Thank you for your work." But if there is something clipping, like, please go to your rigger as soon as possible and be like, "Hey, there's this problem, this problem. Can I please have help changing it?" And 9 out of 10 times, they'll be like, "Yeah,
because in the
I
end,
got you,
it's
bro."
your money.
Yeah, and that at the end of the day, like, I've never met like an artist so far or like rigger that's been like, "Get out of my face. You paid the money. The due date's here. Leave and never return." You know, a lot of artists aren't like that. You know, they want to work with you. They want to be able to help you out.
Oh yeah, they need income.
But yeah, that's been my experience so far with VTubing. Overall, I've been loving it. Now I guess we're on to our next part, besides VTubing, what we stream. So for people who don't know, me and Shiro, of course, we stream. Wow. Yeah,
Wow.
we stream usually over at Twitch, and what we've been doing recently is we have been gaming, and we have been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight. I've noticed that like 90% of the time we have been streaming on Twitch, we have been streaming Dead by Daylight, dude. And we really need to switch up our game
It's really
choices.
nice.
We really need to switch
Yeah,
up our
we
game
do.
choices because
When you play like Minecraft or something.
yeah, we 100% need to like switch up games because usually we're recording videos for the collection channel. If you haven't checked it out, it's back there. We also have a website. Looking at the beautiful screen if you're watching the video, it's lovely. Collectionvt.com though, if you're listening to the podcast, you know. We have merch up there that
Merchandise.
we have beautiful merchandise, you know. If you don't want the merch, you know, it just gives updates on the videos. And yeah, that's about all we have on the site. I'm be honest. It's still new, you know. We haven't really had the site for that long.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
I want to say we've had it for like 4 months now. 4 or 5 months. Not that long.
Yeah, about so.
But we're slowly growing, you know. We're getting videos up on our own channels. We record very late, so and then we edit. We edit like nonstop. Or should I say Shiro edits. I just recently like started editing myself, but Shiro's on top of the collection videos most of the time. I personally like doing shorts though. I love editing shorts compared to long format videos. I think the problem is my attention span with shorts compared to videos is that like 12 to 13 minutes into the video, I don't know when to cut off certain parts of the video. And I overall just get bored and I'm like, I want to send this already so bad. To where when I'm editing shorts, it's only 30 seconds and I'm going through the same content of a 30-second short.
Yeah, I'm the opposite.
Yeah, you're literally the opposite. You love looking through long format videos. But horror games are 100% like what me and Shiro have been playing together ever since we met. We have a big track record of video games we've actually been playing lately.
I love horror games.
Yeah, we play a lot of them on like itch.io, which is an amazing site, by the way. If you guys don't know what itch.io is, like that is the go-to site for checking out like demos to horror games coming out. And usually you can play like most games on there for free. So like Itch, you're doing something right. You guys are doing something right out there with how you guys post your games.
Hey, you know, free games is free games. It's a start somewhere for people that want to start, you know, the YouTube channel if they love horror and they want free games. Go there.
Yeah,
you know?
100%, dude, 100%. But yeah, recent upcoming games. I think that we really want to play. I'm gonna start out. Resident Evil 9. Are you or are you not hyped about Resident Evil 9?
Yeah. Oh yes. I am very hyped. I love Resident Evil.
We are big fans of Resident Evil, and I'm just excited for it. I wonder how they're gonna do the format because
I sent it for you.
We watched the trailer, and with the trailer, didn't they say that it was gonna be like both third person and a first person game? Like you can choose.
Nope, you can switch between them.
I really love that aspect because Biohazard and Village, I think, are two of my favorite Resident Evil games. And that's crazy to say. I know it, but I
love Ethan Winters.
I love that first person aspect to those Resident Evil games. Not that I don't love the third person, because there's something so nostalgic about like the third person gaming style to Resident Evil.
Yeah, I can understand
games.
that.
But I feel like first person, you feel more like in the story. If
immersed.
You know what I'm saying. Immersed, exactly. You feel more immersed around you, you know. Just overall, first person over third person for me for those games. Not that I don't love them. But Biohazard is definitely I think one of my favorite Resident Evil games. I played Village. I love Village. Don't get me wrong, but
I do too.
Biohazard has that cool twist to Resident Evil that you just don't expect, you know? Especially when you like go and
I did
kill.
a series because I love Ethan.
That's fair. Ethan's dope. Ethan is like a W. Dad's with the trench coats, W's in horror games. Absolute cinema, in my opinion. But yeah, Resident Evil 9, I'm really looking forward to getting to, you know, see more of someone else's perspective, to be honest. Because you got Zoe, you got Ethan, you got Chris. It's like, can we get someone new? It's always
You got
these
the
three.
uncle.
You got the uncle. It's always those three coming back though into the story. Like every Resident Evil game, it's like, can we please have a break and like have some new characters? So it's nice seeing like some slight new characters into the Resident Evil 9 franchise.
I want Jake to come back.
I know, isn't Leon supposed to come back? And he looks absolutely scruffed up. Does he have an eye patch?
Oh yeah, yes he does in the leaks at least.
Yeah, dude.
Spoiler by the way.
Yeah, dude has a freaking eye patch. I'm sure if we're talking about Resident Evil 9, people have already seen the trailer. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I want your opinion on this. Black Ops 7 or Battlefield 6?
If they were multiplayer, I'd have to say Battlefield 6. For zombies, I would have to say Black Ops 7. Just because I've grown up with zombies for so long that I just can't let it go. And it keeps pulling me back in, that I just want to see how the whole the whole story ends in general. Like eventually they are gonna stop doing zombies, you know. So I want to see how it all ends in the end. So yeah,
That's fair. I can see that, but me personally, I can't spend $70 on another Black Ops game just to be immersed in zombies.
Yeah, I can
know
understand
what I
that.
mean? So I feel like overall, Battlefield 6 is absolutely destroying them. Through the open betas
and the Black Ops
and
7
everything.
gunplay sucks ass.
Yeah. So if people who don't know, obviously, Black Ops is coming out with a new game. Battlefield 6 is also coming out with a new game. But it's my opinion that Battlefield 6 is gonna blow out Black Ops. Like there's not a relay contest.
It's gonna give it back shots.
No, it's gonna give it back. I mean, they even dissed them in the recent trailer that you showed me.
They did. It was funny as hell.
Cameos, you know. That's all Black Ops has been trying to like money ride on those cameos.
And nobody wants that anymore, dude.
They don't. They're trying to be Fortnite, and the only reason it works with Fortnite is because let's face it, you don't take
They
Fortnite
started out like that.
You don't take Fortnite seriously. You know, Fortnite is supposed to be a goofy, fun game compared to COD, where you're supposed to, in my opinion, you're supposed to have like
militia,
a bit of skill and like edginess to the game, because that's what it started out as. You know, like I remember growing up on Black Ops, like getting my first PS3. At 13, my dad handed me a Black Ops game, and he's like, "There you go, son." And I'm playing this. I'm looking over. I'm like, "This isn't
awesome.
This isn't appropriate, Dad." He's like, "Just shoot them, just shoot them, son. Just shoot them."
W dad right there. W dad.
W dad. I was terrified of the zombies as a kid, though. I'm gonna be honest. Like back in Black Ops,
I was too.
When I was first introduced to the zombies, the scariest map was that mansion map. You know what I'm talking about? Like the OG mansion map.
Nocturne.
Yeah.
Nocturne Towen or Keynote or Towen?
Nocturne. That map scared me because I believe they had like those crawler jump zombies, right? They had the specific.
That's Keynote or Towen.
That is Kino. Yes.
Those are the Nova crawlers.
Those things absolutely terrified me as a kid. And like I would play, and I'd be like, I don't want to play this anymore, Dad. And he's like, it's just pixels. Play the game. Play the game.
You ain't a true Kino player unless you dove off the staircase from the top.
That is true. Yeah, I watched a lot of people do that growing up as a kid and being like, check this out. Check out this skill. But I grew up on like Black Ops
it was so
zombies.
Fun.
That's why I am happy.
Those were good times.
I am happy that this Black Ops feels like nostalgic zombies. Like playing the open beta,
I agree.
we played the zombies, and it does have the nostalgia of like the OG Black Ops zombies. But $70 for the game, like, I'm good. I'd rather get Battlefield 6 because, you know, hot take, Battlefield 6 has been like, it's been fun, you know? It's been goofy fun too, to where like it's serious but not serious.
And Portal on it looks amazing.
Oh, 100%.
You've already made a zombies on it.
The guns feel good in Black Ops 7, but the only problem is like they're doing that thing where it's just one gun above the rest, you know?
The hip fire.
It's a hip fire, yeah. It's ridiculous. Especially with the Omni movement. Like, the hit registration in that game is so buns. I'm slightly biased because I grew up on controller, but like recently I switched to mouse and keyboard and a lot of my gaming.
Oh yeah.
Because, you know, Shiro and my buddy, our good old buddy Zoo's like, you gotta play keyboard and mouse to lock in. So
it just feels so much better.
It does actually feel a lot better. Like, I want to say I'm like 2-3 months into using keyboard and mouse, and like it has gotten a lot easier. Yeah, you started on
Marvel Rivals.
I did start on Marvel Rivals. Now that game's like completely dead right now. I believe like 85% of its player base has like left. Like absolutely gone. I haven't touched Marvel Rivals for like a solid 2-3 weeks. It really is. It's basically Overwatch community moved over to Marvel Rivals and have gotten worse. It's gotten worse.
Bro, on it.
You can't even have
you
fun
can't even be a
without
VTuber on it. Like with having you can't have VT in your name or VTuber in your name without them attacking you for no reason.
That's another thing about VTubing. It's like you either have the greatest community where you can goof off, crack jokes, and have a great time, or they are out to hunt you down for no reason at all. You'll have people come into the stream and be like, "You suck. You're probably ugly in real life," and I'm like, "I know I'm ugly in real life.
It's like, what did I do?
What'd you say F me for?" But yeah, we've definitely.
I'm just saying you're chilling, dude.
We definitely had our fill of like angry trolls coming into the stream and just being angry, you know? It's definitely a weird space seeing people so angry and try to attack you to the point that you can't even really...
Just for being yourself.
You can't even really take it serious at that point with how they act. You kind of just have to shrug it off and just continue streaming from what I've learned.
Yeah.
I remember a time, like, I think it was specifically Marvel Rivals. We'd get a lot of trolls coming in during Marvel Rivals and like just say the most heinous stuff to us, and it got under our skins.
That happened to me on Dead by Daylight.
It did get under our skins a little bit, but like at the end of the day, we finally realized we're like, okay, these are probably like 13, 14-year-olds who have nothing better to do but rage at people. It is what it is, you know. Not saying everyone's like that.
Yeah, I had that happen on Dead by Daylight. It was so bad.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. I was at Evo during it. I remember you were streaming with Dragon and I was at the convention. And for some reason, like I believe I didn't mute the server. So it pinged like 4 or 5 times for me while I'm like recording the event. So I take my phone out, I look, and it's like 5 or 6 random accounts just randomly joined the Discord server. And I'm like, hello, you know, being
they just
a nice
spamming
guy.
Racial obscenities,
yeah, being
like
a nice
homophobic
guy.
stuff, like such fucked up stuff.
Being the nice guy I am, I'm like, hello guys, welcome. I hope you guys enjoy it. You must be Shiro's new fans. They just write the most heinous stuff, like just paragraphs of it.
It's actually crazy.
And I'm just here like confused out of my mind, deleting all the messages I can. They're coming in with alternative accounts.
And they kept joining back.
Yeah, it was a crazy time. We finally got it like situated. But yeah, it was just like these 3 kids, I guess, just did not like Shiro surviving in Dead by Daylight, and they
the killer helped me out
in the chat. that was a wild day.
Yeah, they were trying to get the killer to kill me, and so the killer saw what was happening, and he went after them, and they got mad about it because he let me escape after.
That was just a wild day in general. Both being at a convention and trying to stop like 9 accounts on attacking Shiro, and just whoever else talked to the chat,
Yeah,
they were
something's
just
crazy.
like, let's jump them. Well, we got that situated. Thank gosh, the Discord has been a lot more calm lately. We've grown a nice community. If you guys haven't joined the Discord, you guys
We have great moderators.
Yeah, we have amazing moderators. If you guys want to join the Discord, make sure to join it. You know, we got the main lounge. We hang out in there. We chat. Have a good time overall. You know, trying to grow the community more. I think we're close to hitting 50 members. I think we're 5 away from 50 members, so we're at like 45 members.
Yeah, I think so.
Not too bad. But yeah, it was so weird seeing how quick somebody can switch up, whether you're playing like Dead by Daylight and Marvel Rivals. I'm sure every game has that problem, but Marvel Rivals has a huge problem with like toxicity lately, to the point that
trolls are actually crazy.
Yeah, to the point that like me and Shiro kind of just like dropped the game. It's still fun. I do like the whole dynamics and how it plays and all that, but it's not worth the headache at the end of the day. You kind of just have to go in there and just be like, oh,
yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time on people that are gonna throw the game.
Yeah, we kind of just play to play now whenever we have nothing else going on. But another game I'm really looking forward is that horror game Ill.
Yeah, I like that.
We watched the trailer for it, and it's giving off like Resident Evil vibes. At the same time, like the most gory looking stuff. I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah, I feel like it's Resident Evil mixed with Outlast.
That seems like a good description. I don't know how else to describe it, as like you're trying to survive like disgusting monsters. I believe you have a shotgun from the trailer. But yeah,
I think you can pick up weapons, yeah.
It looks very interesting. I'm down to give it a try. It'll probably be posted on the collections channel, because that's where me and Shiro do most of our horror gaming. You know, because I'm a baby by myself. I get so freaked out with horror games on myself to where I have to have like Shiro play them and I just yap away. There are some games I play, but
it's fun to do that.
I prefer playing horror games with friends rather than alone. Gives you something to talk about. New season of Marvel Rivals. We kind of went over Marvel Rivals. We don't really need to backtrack to that. Little Nightmares 3. How you feeling about that? How you feeling about that, Shiro?
Oh, yes. I want to play so bad. It just came out, and I would love to do a playthrough with you.
I 100% love to do a playthrough. The only problem is I personally haven't played any of the other Little Nightmares. I know the story is like...
Oh, we can do that for sure.
You're a tiny person, and like it's supposed to be roughly about like gluttony and sins and all that, right? But
yeah, stuff like that, yeah.
Other than that, I haven't played Little Nightmares or the second one. And then I believe they even have like a DLC game to it, from what my dad was telling me.
Yeah, they have a DLC.
Yeah. I'd be down for Resident I'd be down for Little Nightmares 3
okay.
though. It's supposed to be co-op, right? Two people?
Yeah, 3 is co-op, and we're gonna have to play the other 2 first beforehand, so you understand the story more. Even though they're slightly not connected with the third one, but it's also connected if it makes sense. It's just in a new location, but different characters.
Oh.
But other than that, it's still overall in the same universe.
I heard that like with the co-op to that game, like specific characters are supposed to do specific stuff. Is that true by any chance?
Yeah. Usually you have to do different things to help each other out and stuff in games like that.
Gotcha. I haven't played like co-op horror. Like I think the only co-op horror game I have ever played is Phasmophobia. And you guys have seen how I am with that. Like, I am a scaredy cat in Phaz.
Yeah, Pug was carrying us.
Pug was 100% carrying us. She loves her Phaz. She, like, locks in with, like, multiplayer horror games like that. And then me and Shiro are just holding each other in the corner, hoping that we don't, die. But Little Nightmares 3, definitely, like, I would 100% give it a try when it comes out,
Oh, it's already out.
It's oh yeah, you're right. It came out like 2 days ago. want to say 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah, I look forward to it. It'll eventually either be up on the collections channel or ours. Most likely ours for the different perspectives. The first 2 games will probably go on the collection channel, to be honest. Next up, something I specifically want to talk about. When is GTA 6 gonna stop delaying their game? I'm tired of it, man.
That's a good question.
I want the game to be out already. Release your game.
I do too.
Stop delaying it.
So does Asceno.
The fact that they delayed it for like what? Is this the 3rd delay? It's like their 3rd delay on the game.
Yeah.
And it's like, brother, are we gonna get the game or not? You showed the trailer already.
Like, they set in development in 2015. Like, how many years are you gonna go by until we're like 90? Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I don't want to be in an old person's retirement home playing GTA 6. I won't even be able to remember the story at that point.
Apparently, they're also already starting development on GTA 7.
Are
so...
they really? They haven't. It baffles my mind.
At least that's what I heard.
I get they want to perfect the game, but there's only so much perfection you can do before it's like, okay, we need to send this out. We got to give the people what they've been waiting for, you know, for what, 13?
Did you see what they might be doing
years?
with GTA 6?
No, I haven't. What?
They apparently, from what I read, they might have a thing where you can either buy just a campaign by itself or multiplayer. And if that's so, me and Asino are buying multiplayer, dude.
Really? You're not getting the story?
Well, if it cuts in half price, I'm only getting multiplayer first and then getting story later on.
Oh, that's fair. I would definitely get multiplayer before the campaign. I'm sure the campaign is gonna be fire. I love GTA 5 story, but yeah, I can't wait for both. Honestly, even if I have to get a console for it, you know, because it's coming out.
Yeah, that sucks. I don't
Xbox?
Yeah, Xbox and PlayStation.
Oh, okay, so PlayStation 2. All right, I thought it was just gonna be like,
and then we have to wait
Xbox
for
exclusive.
a year until it gets on PC.
Oh my gosh, another year. A whole nother year. That's probably what they're delaying it for. I 100% bet they're delaying it so they can release the PC version, the Xbox version, and the PS5 version together. I wouldn't be shocked.
Well, with everything I've heard that they're doing with the game sounds very studious. I guess if I'm using that word right, and like so complex. Like apparently they're working with people like what's that role-playing server that does GTA stuff? 5M, I think.
Oh.
They're working with them to make buildings enterable. So like most of the buildings are going to be able to be entered. Apparently there might be a weight system where you can get your weight to be fat or muscular or skinny. Cars are going to be able to drive while cut in half. The water system is going to have storms like tornadoes and stuff. It's going to be crazy.
They really want to make this game immersive as they can be, huh? Which I'm all for.
Yeah, very immersive.
I'm all for it, but gosh dang it, give us something. We've waited long enough. Give us something, GTA 6. Give the people what they want. Let us have cake. Let us enjoy some of the flavorful cake.
Yeah, let's have teasers and GTA 5 online for now, you know? Like, let us get stuff.
Please. Okay. Next up. I'm going to say it. Sonic Racing is better than Mario Kart. I said it, viewers. I said it.
You know, I'm gonna comment on this, because, well, it's actually my place too, but, I don't really play racing games. You know, I like doing it as a kid and stuff because I liked Mario Kart, like, the mini games and stuff. But, I haven't really played anything besides that, you know?
Yeah? Okay. So personally,
yeah.
Myself, I can't justify buying a Switch 2 and then buying a racing game for $80 just to drive around a map.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
Just to drive around a map. You know, racing's fun. Like Mario Kart, I grew up on. Always fun. Do not get me wrong. $80 to do that? I'm good, Chief. I'll go with the Sonic Racing. I can go play as Miku on there. Can I play Miku in Mario Kart? No, I'm good. I'm gonna go play some Sonic Racing.
If I were to play a racing game, I'll go play Fall Guys for free.
Yo, listen though, Shiro. Sonic Racing has Ichiban from the Yakuza series. If that's not
That's
enough
sick.
reason why you need to play Sonic Racing, I don't know what is. I'm sorry I'm glazing Sonic Racing, but overall, I
Yeah, I
just
was about to
think
say, it sounded like Dunkin' Donuts for a second
I
with all
just
that
think
glazing.
I'm gonna be honest. I just think like the Switch 2. What are you doing? You've released like 2 games. Bonanza I heard was really good. You know, I'm proud that you released like a good Donkey Kong game because Donkey Kong needed some love.
Better
But
than PlayStation with no games.
that is okay. Hey, you know what? You got me there. You got me there.
I was joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
But Mario Kart, like, it's great for what it is. But I watched my friend Halo Girl play it, and I'm be honest, I wasn't impressed. I watched her play it, and like 15 minutes, I'm like, this is pretty fun. And 20 minutes go by, she's just driving around the map, and I'm just like, this is boring as heck. You're just driving around the map. This is no different than
Yeah,
driving a car in
Nintendo's
GTA.
more better at doing open world games than driving games and stuff. Like Mario Kart's good for what it is, like on a small thing. It should not be open world in my opinion. It should stay on the tracks with like, the mini games and all that stuff.
I agree. And like it's such a big map. I felt like they were just trying to like give a reason for you to play more hours of the game. Because I believe like you have to drive around the whole map to unlock certain secret characters, and that's just like it's smart. Don't get me wrong, it's smart. It keeps you like playing their game. But once you have all those characters unlocked, like what's the point in driving around the whole map, you know? Unless you're like driving with friends.
Just
but
like,
after a while, like it's boring.
oh yeah, it does. That's why I like stuff like Mario Party that has constant playtime. We could just keep doing all the mini games and stuff, or stuff like Super Mario, etc.
Oh, don't even get me started on Mario Party. Our friendship would be tested if we played that together, Shiro. I did a Mario Party video,
It'd
and
be
I
so
tell
fun.
you what, I was so triggered with how good Halo Girl was at that game. It's rigged. She rigged it.
I love Luigi.
She's been playing Mario Kart fresh out the womb. I swear. I like the snowboarding, and she goes dummy in Mario Party. But
Yeah.
it's fun. Tests friendship, and I'll be honest, Mario Party takes more luck than skill. That's just my personal opinion. There's like no skill when it comes to Mario Party at the end of the day, unless you're doing specific mini games. But
yeah, like the button tapping ones and shit.
Sonic Racing, I think, is only supposed to be $50. And I'd rather pay $50 for a racing game that has great characters than an $80 one where you're gonna get bored like a week later and not touch your Switch 2 until they release the next big Pokemon. Which, by the way,
oh yeah, I've never really played Pokemon.
Nintendo, we got some problems with you. I'm joking. Not really though.
He said that, not me.
What's the deal with Pokemon? And like, what's the deal with your patent on like not being able to use monsters in turn bases? Like,
like you can't own a genre like that, dude. And there's games that came out. Exactly, Blaze Blue came out with that concept before them.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh was around that time too when Pokemon came out.
Yeah, like so many. It's a genre in itself. Like, how are you gonna try to patent a genre that came out before even you?
That's like patenting action. Like, you can't have any swords in this game. It's like, what do you mean you can't have any swords in this game?
Exactly.
It's a universal.
You can't walk
item.
in this game.
It's a universal thing. You can't breathe in this game.
No legs for you.
What? It's just weird. I feel like Nintendo has gotten so greedy these last years, and they've been losing like a big player base because of that. And hopefully they
used to be the family company.
They really did, and yeah, now it's greed. It's a greedy company.
They're wanting to become like PlayStation and Xbox and try to become they want to try to become in the big leagues. Like, they were in their own league of their own, which was a good thing, but now they're just trying to be like PlayStation or Xbox and push their stuff forward, even if it ruins the community and stuff.
Their greed knows no bounds right now, I swear. Trying to close down Pal World.
Exactly.
I mean, I barely play that game, but it's still a fire game for what it was. I'm be honest. I got locked into Pal World for like a week and then dropped it, but it was an interesting concept. You know what I mean? Like, nobody would look at their adorable creature and be like,
yeah, it was.
I'm gonna eat that thing. but like it's hilarious.
I'm gonna give that a gun.
I'm gonna give that thing a gun. Go commit crime. I mean, it's funny in itself, but yeah, it's just weird that they try to patent that and that they're just being greedy as a company. Life. All right, next up, Silk Song. You big Silk Song gamer? You gonna be playing that game at all, Shiro?
I'll be honest. I need to play the first one first because I have never touched that series because I didn't know it existed at first.
Really? You haven't even watched the
Yeah,
gameplay
I never
of it?
knew.
I'm gonna be honest. The map is the most annoying part of those games. It has the most complex map system I think I've ever seen in a game. And that's saying something.
Like, I didn't know about the game at first, but after seeing it, like, it kind of reminds me of an old game I used to love called Limbo. Like, in our aspect, it looks pretty fun.
They do have that kind of art style. I know exactly what you're talking about with that. They're like, I want to say like, not fantasy, fantastical. I don't know what the word would be.
Yeah, fantastical, like, something that makes you, like, get immersed into the story where, like, you feel like you have to love these characters. Like, you want to take care of them.
It also has that eerie feeling behind it with like the background. Because everything's like
Oh, yeah.
that grim. You know what I'm talking about when you play like a specific game like that, and it has that grimy atmosphere. Like your character
That ambience.
has this beautiful design.
It feels
and
liminal.
Then everything about exactly liminal. That's the word. It feels liminal. You know, all they worry about is like how interesting the character looks, and then they keep the background minimal. You know, but the map itself.
It feels like you're being watched at all times.
Hollow Knight's map is the most complicated design I've played. Like the whole point of the map, Shiro, is literally like to go in circles for a room to lead into another room that you've been to before, that leads to another shortcut of the map, that leads to another shortcut
They're like the
of the
Mining of
map,
Isaac.
that circles all around the map for some reason instead of taking the one shortcut that leads to that specific area. It's just like unnecessary.
Yeah, that's something like Bisoning of Isaac.
Yeah, it's like this specific room here, you get this power that you need to double jump, and like if you can go the whole game not going to that room and not even using a double jump format for the game. Is it good? No, you will die 100 times over if you don't get that item, but it's there.
Is it addicting? Yes.
Is it addicting? Yes, for all about 12 hours, and then you get Hollow Knighted out, and then you don't touch that game for like 6 months, just like I did. And I'm probably going to play Silk Song, and it will probably be the death of me, if I'm going to be honest. All right. So next up on the list, we are losing time. So it's been good to know that like we've been yapping away about games and VTubing.
Hell yeah.
But next,
we can always yap together.
Yeah, 100%. I've been enjoying it. But next up, games we were raised on as kids. I know I've kind of gotten into this. You know, Black Ops. I grew up big as a kid with Black Ops. You know, my dad's like, age 13. Here's your PS3. Here's some Nazi zombies. Go out and have fun, kid. But I think another big like nostalgia for me when I think of gaming as a child, Lego games. The Lego games back when I was a kid were so much more simplistic and just amazing overall. I remember playing Lego Batman, Lego Harry Potter, Lego Indiana Jones on the Wii. Why did I choose Indiana Jones on the Wii? Don't ask me. It was just at my grandmother's house, and I would have my cookies and play some Indiana Jones. But yeah, Lego games back then are way better than they are now. That's just my opinion. Except
oh yeah, I can agree with that.
Have you seen the new Lego Batman game?
Yes, it actually looks really good.
That's gonna be absolutely amazing. They're basically making, if you guys haven't seen it already, they're basically making Lego Batman Arkham Knight style, where you're like traveling around the city, I'm pretty sure, and like Arkham Asylum and like taking on missions as Lego Batman. It's gonna be interesting. I think that's a smart play on their point. But I feel like other than that, a lot of their Lego games the last like couple years just have been like misses.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But yeah, Lego games have been a huge part of my childhood. Black Ops were a big part of my childhood. Any like
Kingdom Hearts was a big part of mine.
Oh yeah. I haven't personally. I've only played the first Kingdom Hearts game. I know people out there are going to be like, "What are you doing, Ducky? How could you pass up on this absolute cinema? Are you stupid? Were you sheltered?" And the answer to all those
It's
are
amazing.
yes, yes, and yes. But playing the first game, amazing. I do want to play the second and third game, but in my opinion,
I have them.
we might have to play it for the collection. Let us know.
We do.
Let us know, guys, if you want to see us play Kingdom Hearts, because I would be down for it, but I would be like locked into that game for at least a solid month. We're not playing the card games though. I refuse to play the card games. My buddy Mike.
Hell yeah, we're skipping those.
My buddy Mike played the card games. I looked over at him and I'm like, dude, this is the worst game I think I have ever played. And I do not want to touch those card games. They look so boring. Don't they just like recap the story too? From what we were playing, it was just recapping the story with cards. Like it gave a little insight to some new characters, but it just mostly recaps the story that you already know. So
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Stick to the mainstream games, guys. Stick to the mainstream Kingdom Hearts games from what I have learned. But yeah, you grew up on that. I never
just watch more videos for the sad games.
Yeah, I never really like grew up on Kingdom Hearts. Is there any other games that like you grew up on besides Kingdom Hearts?
Nicktoons Unite. It was really fun. And the SpongeBob games.
Why does that sound? SpongeBob games. I remember that on the GameCube. I played the SpongeBob movie game on the GameCube. I was a big GameCube
Nicktoons
kid
Unite.
as well. I don't remember that one. Is that the one where they had like Danny Phantom, SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron? Didn't they all like work together against the villains?
Yes, they did.
I only partially remember it. I only partially remember that game. Like I never got into it. I remember my friends had it, but like I was like, I'd rather just go play the Jimmy Neutron game on the GameCube than this. You know? You guys haven't played Jimmy Neutron game on GameCube? You're missing out. It's a banger. GameCube games on movies in general were all bangers, in my opinion.
Oh, they were.
What was the? I'm trying to think of.
That was a different time.
Do you know what I'm talking about when I say there is this specific monster game where you would crush buildings and I know this sounds crazy, but eat people? It's like a nostalgic one. They made a movie.
Sounds like Godzilla.
Rampage. The only reason I remember that is because they made a Rampage movie. If you guys haven't watched that movie, it's terrible, but it's funny at the same time because
it's something you can
It gives references to the Rampage games like Lizzie and all of them, which I'm a big fan of Rampage. I grew up playing the arcade machines of Rampage, and then if you guys don't know, the GameCube had a game of Rampage, and I played that for hours with my dad, along with Simpsons Hit and Run. Those were like my go-to games.
I wasn't more of a PlayStation kid.
I loved PlayStation 3.
I had a PS2 and...
Oh yeah, I forget. You're like 2-3 years older than me. So...
yeah, I played Simpsons games. I played Attacking the Power of Juju. I played, I played all those games. Jak and Daxter was one of my favorites.
I remember Jak and Daxter. My buddy had a PS2 when I was a kid, but like I was around that age where they just released the PS3 after the PS2, and I was playing the PS3 nonstop rather than 2. I was playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption, Black Ops. Attacking the Power of Juju, that was on GameCube as well. I played that on GameCube, and that was amazing. I actually remember
they need to bring back free online.
I remember TAC. I picked up a copy actually at Blockbusters. Y'all remember Blockbusters? I remember. You remember Blockbuster?
I did Redbox.
You did Redbox? Oh, you're basic. Actually, I did a lot of Redbox back in high school because they had a machine out there.
Yeah, the outside.
Yeah, they just had a machine out there, and they had video games in it. And I remember when I first moved, we didn't have many games because I just took the console, and for some dumb reason I was like, let me leave all my games across the state and just not have any games for my console. So my mom goes, I picked up a random game from the Red Box. Here you go. It was Mass Effect Andromeda. And I played 32 hours of that game before turning to my mom and going, we're not returning this game. We're not returning this game. It's not leaving my PS4.
I love Little Big Planet.
Little Big Planet was amazing.
I was addicted to Little Big Planet.
Gosh, there's so many good nostalgic games. And I feel like nowadays
Halo, Call of Duty.
Games are missing those aspects. They are 100% missing the mark.
Yeah.
It's back when companies
they
were
all
a lot
wanted
more
to
simple
be competitive games.
Yeah, they're all competitive, and like I miss those like story-based fun games that people enjoyed. I think that's where the indie gaming companies are really like taking off. They are doing amazing work with like indie games.
I agree.
Because I remember for a while, like indie games were all we were playing for a little bit. Shiro, back on the channel, we weren't playing any like crazy mainstream story games.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like we're playing like Minecraft or like, I mean, we played a bit of Resident Evil, but we streamed that. We didn't really record that. Outlast is the first mainstream game I think we've played in the horror genre. Just because they don't have.
I mean, and Outlast is one of those things. Like it's indie, but it's also not indie, if that makes sense.
Right. No.
Like it started out as an indie game that became mainstream.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of these indie games have more potential than like the nowadays mainstream companies, because I feel like they're just after the bag.
I agree.
You know, you can't blame them for being after the bag, but at the same point, like take pride in your work, like some of these indie games are doing nowadays.
Yeah, like look what happened with Lethal Company and Repo. They blew up out of nowhere.
That is true.
And like they're quote unquote friend slop, but it's a good friend slop.
It is a good friend slop. I do agree. I mean, I'd rather play, Lethal Company over Repo. I played Repo. I couldn't get into it. I'd rather play Lethal Company. There's something about Lethal Company mods that just slap compared to Repo. But yeah, these indie companies have been like releasing banger after banger. Mouthwash is made by an indie company, right? That game I heard nothing but good reviews about. Mouthwash.
Except I heard bad about the fandom though.
Yeah, we don't talk about the fandom. There's always going to be like disgusting people in fandoms though, let's be honest. Like you take the good with the bad at the end of the day. The fandoms can be like, for example, I'm not going to get too into it. My Hero Academia. Do you know how disgusting their
I
fandom
understand.
is? It's like, so it's not just a game thing. It's a universal thing to where you have the good part of the fandom, you have the amazing part of that fandom, and then
the absolute terrible in the depths of hell type fandom.
You have the fandom that like should not just stay away. Here's a restraining order. Stay away from the game.
See the light of day.
Please, just go away. All right, and finally, last but not least, we're very like deep into the podcast, but we're gonna end on this note. Our favorite horror games and the most scary ones, since me and Shiro love the horror genre. What has been the scariest game for you? Like let me know, like what is like the scariest game that you will not play alone?
If I had to pick a game to not play alone, old me, like younger me, would have said Outlast because I am scared of not having a weapon in video games. But I think if I had to play a game alone, it would probably be Resident Evil 4, because I don't like things running at me with chainsaws, or any game that has like lanky figures that are tall that runs at you, because that's like one of my phobias.
That's fair. Yeah. Resident Evil 4. Oh, I know what you're talking about, the chainsaw scenes. Yeah. Those villagers are absolutely terrible with the chainsaws. Lanky figures, I can totally understand. I do not mess with them at all. That's why the horror game, like to this day, I have never played Slender Man. And not just any Slender Man.
That's so scary.
The 2009 9 Slender Man. You know what I'm talking about? That the Slender Man that
Yeah,
had like
the 8
a
pages.
story. Yeah, they had like a story behind that game.
Oh, that one.
And I remember watching that game, and like it's like kind of like open worldish, but not at the same
Splendidity
sense.
Arrival.
Yeah, whatever that game is, like I watched it as a kid, and it gave me nightmares. It made me terrified to walk out into the woods. And to this day, I still haven't played it. I never finished watching the gameplay. I watched like I think like it was either PewDiePie or Markiplier or something like that. They were playing it, and they did the first episode.
Yeah, it was PewDiePie.
And I was like, I'm good. I'm not watching any more of this. I'm terrified. I'm horrified. I'm good.
I can understand that.
I would be down to give it a try now that like I'm older, but it would 100% have to be on the collection channel.
Yeah.
And you would have to play the game because I am not taking front seat.
Yeah, I'm the
that.
guinea pig. I'm down for it.
Yeah, I will not take front seat for that game. But yeah, overall, it's been a blast, this podcast, having you on, Shiro. I hope you've enjoyed the
Thank you.
cast.
I appreciate it.
This has been episode 1, everybody. If you haven't already, make sure to check us out on the Spotify and on the channel if you want to see the video to this. If you haven't joined the Discord, make sure to join the Discord. And as always, make sure you're vibing out. And please subscribe to Shiro. He's an amazing dude. Amazing broski. His beautiful new model, dude, by the way, it looks absolutely crisp. I love it. It really does suit you. But overall, we got to talk about VTubing. We got to talk about what makes a VTuber, how we, got into VTubing, gaming, what we grew up on, and our favorite genres. It's been a blast this episode. That being said, guys, tune in next time, and we will catch you all later. Peace out, everybody. Goodbye. Stay vibing.